Hey, it's Keith Apicary. I'm a pretty big wrestling fan, so you should definitely watch this. It's a podcast, right?
Yeah, it's a podcast.
A video podcast.
Video podcast.
So you can watch it, and this will come on when? Hey, how's it going? I'm Keith Apicary for Talking Classic, a documentary about myself, and you're watching some DarkMatch. Oh, wait. I almost said Beast Coast. Hey, this is Keith Apicary for Talking Classic, a documentary about Keith Apicary, and you're watching the DarkMatch podcast about wrestling, WWF style. That's right?
Yeah, that was good.
Match.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Dark Match. I'm Mr. War Machine and Guap.
I am the Penguin Emperor MegaFighter Free.
I'm the Lone Warrior, wishing you all a happy Festivus.
Happy.
And I am your foxy friend Backlash, and it's time for a holiday edition of What's Iron Sheik Tweeting Now? Happy Hanukkah to all my intelligent Jews in the world. This is for them, not the fucking Ultimate Warrior.
What? What the fuck is he talking about?
Well, there was a video in the
Video
link.
here
but-
that goes with it.
No.
Yep.
Fuck it.
I don't even want to know anymore.
Who
I
gives
don't
a
think
shit? Impact.
knows.
Let's do it. Yeah. Impact was on this week, as per usual.
Yeah,
And
This was actually one of the more enjoyable impacts just because it was fucking retarded.
yeah. Here's the thing. Last week's Impact was actually pretty good, all things considered. It was not perfect. I won't say that, but the matches were good, and if it weren't for the nonsensical stories behind it, I would have been more behind them. But this week was bad.
Actually, I'd say this week it could have been worse. I'd say it was about as good as it was last week, minus,
This
one
whole
thing.
That's what I'm gonna say, because we open with a video package, as we often do, and then we've got Bobby Roode and Bully Ray coming to the ring, and Bully Ray's wearing a Santa hat because he can, and so Bobby Roode gets on the mic and he wishes everyone a Merry freaking Christmas.
although it probably sound. Oh no, wait, he's not from Boston. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Moving on. Yeah. There's some profane chanting, and then that transmorgifies into a Hardy chant, which
Which I'm pretty sure didn't actually exist.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just fake. I'm going to be upfront right now. I watched Impact with a severe headache.
Ooh.
So yeah, so I was in no mood for their shit. In fact, up until about 30 minutes ago, I wasn't even in the mood to do the show. But I persevere. And Impact never ceases to make me want to take a hammer and drive it through one of the front lobes of my brain.
That's Impact for you.
Bully Ray cuts a promo, and no one cares. He says something about beating up Jeff and Sting. Once again, no one cares. Rude grabs a stick. Oh, guess what? No one cares.
Actually, this I thought was pretty funny because Rude basically says, Sting, I guess I'm on your naughty list, so how about you come out and suspend me? He's mocking him. He's saying, like, I can... Nothing's going to happen to me. So why don't you suspend me? Because I know you're not. And everyone knows he's not going to suspend him.
Of course,
That
if they were really going to suspend him, he'd still get pay.
Oh, yeah.
But somebody comes out, but it's not who. It's Matt. It's Matt Hardy. God damn it! It's
Perseverance
Jeff
by Matt
Hardy.
Hardy.
Jeff comes out and he basically he comes out and they're it's not about Rude and Sting. It's about Rude and Jeff, and that Rude's Armageddon is coming, and that the he says that Rude and Bully Ray will be wrestling against Hardy and a partner of his choosing, and I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, automatically, this is a problem.
And actually, the one thing that I'm just going over in my head is Hardy can book matches. But then it hits me like, oh, this is Impact. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah,
Nobody
I was
cares.
just about
Just
to say, well, he's a face, and for right now, Sting's a face, so
everyone
yeah,
does
he
what
can-
they want. Book whatever you want. There's nobody booking Impact anymore, is there? It's all just guys saying like, oh, we give up. We pull out. Just do your matches, whatever the hell you want. We don't care.
Yeah, but no. Hardy announces says that Bully Ray says that Jeff's got no friends in the back and nobody likes him. This seems familiar, and
Sounds
Hardy
familiar.
points out that no, Hardy doesn't even say anything before he's Bully Ray's about to keep going on his tirade against Hardy, and suddenly Sting's music hits, and it happens. They Steve Bordenitis is dead for now.
Joker Sting is back! Woo!
Uh,
Well, you guys don't like Joker Sting?
I remember
I hate Joker Sting.
I remember how pissed Jess was in the call when we were watching it, and she saw Joker Sting again.
Oh, no, yeah, but I wasn't pissed because he was Joker Sting. That's not what got me. It was the fucking shirt he was wearing, and the shirt he wore all fucking night. That stupid Jeff Hardy shirt. And it's like, no, you, God,
I am
all
quite
of my
sad.
hatred.
We found Jess's berserk button,
I
but
know what I'm
Here's-
getting just for Christmas.
I think I think I was most disappointed at the fact that Steve Bornitis was gone because it was just nice to have one reasonable authority figure in wrestling at all. And that was Sting. Sting actually was thinking with a brain while he was running TNA.
Wait. Someone running Impact has a brain?
At least in kayfabe.
No, wait a minute. Where does...
Not even in kayfabe. I'm sorry. I normally I disagree with you for the sake of disagreeing with you, but not even in kayfabe did Sting run this place with a brain. Because if he had half a brain, he would have suspended every single heel on the roster, and then made Jeff Hardy take a drug test.
True.
But I digress, and
Right.
let's move on.
Yeah. Anyways, we get a commercial, and when we come back, we have another match in the Wild Card Tag Team Tournament. It's Rob Van Dam and Christopher Daniels, facepalming there, against AJ Styles and Kazarian.
Okay. Did
Holy
they
shit,
just
they're using
pick?
Kazarian.
I'm going to be honest. With the exception of the two Impacts I've watched, I am not keeping up with that show. Did RVD turn heel at some point, or is this one of their
Nope.
examples of they just pulled a name out of a hat?
Yes!
Name out of a
That is
hat.
the
In fact-
entire point of this.
Not only is RVD a face, but he's been feuding with Daniels for quite a while. So
What? Wait, what? Why
Yep.
is this happening?
It's happening because they said so.
TNA.
They ran out of ideas and they said, fuck it, just put everyone's name in a hat and we'll make a tag tournament. That makes no goddamn sense. We won't have any established tag teams. Half the guys aren't even faces and heels together.
it's Dusty Rhodes booking. They aren't even in the same gender, and they're being put in tag teams.
But we'll get to that a little later.
Yeah. Let's not spoil that.
Yeah, because that's the one good part of the show. But this match is kind of meh, mostly because Rob Van Dam is on drugs.
RVD's in it for a good part of it, and
Yeah, because they're still trying to put over the fact that these two are feuding, and he won't tag Daniels. So they go through the match, and it looks like RVD is going to win this single-handedly. And Daniels tags himself in, and then what the hell even happens? Oh, Kaz hits his finisher on him, and they don't even list what Kaz's finisher is on the site that I'm reading results from.
They
I
absolutely
guess if it even
forgot.
has a name.
It was that reverse pile driver of didn't even hit the matitude.
Didn't
yeah.
even hit the matitude.
Pretty sure if there was a new Impact game and you just looked it up, his finisher would just say Kaz's finisher.
But the
Gesundheit.
scary thing is, Kaz got the pin.
Yeah, Kaz got the pin. That's the weird thing about this.
It's like Samoa Joe won last week. Kaz wins this week. What the hell is going on?
They're setting us up. That's the only conclusion. They're going to round up the internet favorites in the ring, and then they're going to execute them one by one.
And they
Old
said
Yeller style, bullet to the back of the head. It's going to be terrible.
the announcer said at the beginning of this match that the winners of this tournament would go on to Genesis and face Matt Morgan and Crimson for the tag titles. But it's not like it matters because they're going to retain.
Well, it's gonna be some wacky out there tag team that's gonna win, and they're either going to win the tournament, they're either going to beat Crimson and Morgan by sheer freaking fluke, or they're going to lose and nobody's going to be fucking surprised.
Well, we already know who wins the tournament. Should we just spoil it?
I
Nah.
don't
Wait, you know who
really-
wins the tournament?
It's going to be Samoa Joe and Magnus.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Was that read from the spoilers?
Yeah, Samoa Joe winning anything.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Not
read
happening.
spoilers. By the way, Impact. Don't tape a fucking month's worth of shows in advance when you're doing a fucking tournament. Because it removes all sense of drama.
The only way I can forgive that is because it's freaking Christmas. That's the only way. And even then, it's like, ugh.
They didn't
Kinda
tape the
stretchy.
Thanksgiving shows in advance, though, did they? The November shows?
Yes,
Did
they did. They always.
Ah,
That's how this company works.
I swear, if WWE ever gave a shit about TNA, they should just do what WCW did to them years ago and just fucking read TNA spoilers on live TV.
No.
Well, yeah, but the
Be an
thing
insult
is-
to WWE because then they'd have to acknowledge that TNA exists.
Well, and here's the thing: WCW fans and WWF fans were watching the same shows, so because they didn't want to miss anything. So WCW doing that, and they were on the same day. So WCW doing that, they were just like, okay, we know what happens now. We can focus our attention on WCW. They aren't even, number one, they're not on the same day, and number two, TNA fans do not watch WWE, and WWE fans do not watch TNA except for us because we're fucking morons.
All right.
Can't argue with that. The fucking morons part, anyway.
Zima Ion versus Anthony Nese.
No. Bad Carlito impersonator versus Christopher Masters. Let's get this right.
Good one.
Once again, capital of I don't give a fuck.
Here's two guys that should probably be being treated better than they are.
They're finally.
Because for one, Zima Ion's gimmick is getting on my nerves. I don't like it. Two reasons. One, it's a very generic gimmick, and if you don't have that extra special something to get it over, thank you, Cody Rhodes, you go nowhere. And number two, he's full of shit. If he's the best looking guy at Impact, and I will punch any of you if you get this reference, I'm a banana.
Yep, I honestly would believe he's the best looking guy in Impact. He's some ugly motherfuckers over at Impact.
Let's not get into that.
The match is very good, but it ends in a roll-up. I don't even want... There's nothing to even say about this match. It's an X Division match. It's really damn good. You should watch it if you haven't already. And the ending sucked.
I'm honestly still surprised that these guys are even getting a feud, which is what this is. This has nothing to do with whatever the hell tournament they're in. They're feuding now. The most out of nowhere, wouldn't even miss them, X Division guys are getting a feud on TV. TV shown in the States, no less.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing that they're actually doing a best of 3 series with 2 X Division guys. But what is the point? I mean, why a best of 3 series? It's almost like just another gimmick match. And next week, they're going to be fighting for a contract on a pole.
There's an on a
Pole
pole match.
There's an on a pole match next week.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know who's on that show, but
You.
No,
Fuck you,
it's
Vince
like-
Russo. Fuck
it's
you,
like-
I'm guessing Russo says, I haven't done an on a pole match. What? WWE did one. Get me something on a pole.
It's like they're giving us fucking ammunition. Here's ground rule, TNA. When you have Vince Russo in your company, no on a pole matches. Automatically, you're setting yourself up for ridicule. It doesn't matter how good that match will be. It won't. You're just setting yourself up for a problem. And the problem is people pointing and laughing and going,
Or in my case, foaming at the mouth in rage.
why are you raging? It's going to be hilarious. Not as funny as Hulk Hogan versus Sting, but it's going to be hilarious.
You're the only one who finds this kind of stuff funny, War Machine. You know that?
That's because my mind has been bent and broken to a point where I can find almost anything funny.
He's a sadistic prick. Leave him alone.
All right.
And I'm a damn deserved one, too.
Damn right. So yeah, Anthony Nese wins with a roll-up. And then we get Madison Rayne backstage. And this is where I just went off the fucking deep end because she says backstage she has a huge announcement to make. Because on her way out, Karen Jarrett named her new VP of the Knockouts division. Bullshit.
Fucking called it. Fucking called it. I knew that was going to happen. I swear. I was like, no, someone's going to get put in her place. I knew they weren't going to be safe.
And so she says that she's been appointed, and the cameraman asks her why she's wearing a referee's outfit. And all Rain says is that, we'll find out, and you'll find out. And so she's going to be the guest referee in something or other. Nobody cares. Moving on.
Yeah, we get another commercial, and we get Pope backstage talking about oh, I was there for Devon when he needed a friend and a brother, and he's there. I'm there for all the people when I need him. Devon's kids and his family starting to realize that. He says that Devon needs to aspire to be more like him. And what exactly? We were really laughing at this promo because it was stupid.
Goddamn ridiculous.
Well, and that's the problem is that the results don't have.
They don't say. Oh, I remember. It says Pope is a brother to the brotherless, a father to the fatherless, and a husband to the husbandless.
And the Pope was preaching to some pigeons.
Impact needs to make that his new T-shirt.
What?
They need to make that husbandless thing his new T-shirt.
They'd have to give him a T-shirt. But so Pope mentions that he's got a match at Genesis against Devon, and Devon comes out and basically yells, or he does something to him, and then
he just shouts at each other like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you up, Pope!" Ah!
Yeah, he grabs him and slams him against the wall.
Sandman yells at Raven. Let's move on.
And then Devon, one of his kids hits him with a chair, and then they walk off. Like, I'm the Pope, Daddy. And I know
he should seriously say that when he enters and exits a room, just because that would just make him a 5 times more entertaining person.
I don't care that I do a horrible Pope impression. I love doing it. In fact, I'm just gonna talk like this the rest of the show, Daddy.
No, you're not.
God damn it.
So after that, this is one of the few highlights of the show. I'll be honest. They show a video that's supposed to be from quote unquote earlier in the week of Eric Young and ODB at a restaurant together, and Young says that he's celebrating their first chance together at a tag title reign and their first date, and ODB is ODB. She says it's not a date. She just wants a beer. The waiter comes over and, God bless Eric Young, he starts to fight with the poor guy.
He locks up with the waiter.
He thinks he's gonna match with the waiter.
Jesus Christ.
This
Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Well, this is probably the best idea Impact has ever had, is teaming these two up together, which is probably the saddest thing if this wasn't so hilarious.
We have to find our own bright spot in this show. That's
Eh.
the only way we get through it.
And every bright spot will get taken away every time they show Joker Sting in the Jeff Hardy shirt.
It's kind of like living with a woman who gets drunk and cries all the time. It's not funny because she's crying. It's funny because she's crying about the dumbest shit.
It's a horrible analogy.
It's one I live with 24/7.
Ooh. All right.
Anyways, let's move on.
Anyways, we're gonna come back to this because Eric Young excuses himself to go to the bathroom, and you just know something's gonna go down. But here's where I start to get a little annoyed, because we go to another commercial, and then Madison Rayne comes to the ring in her referee attire, and she calls out TNT, which is Tara and Brooke Tessmacher, and she puts over the fact that Karen named her VP of the Knockouts, and that with that title comes great responsibility.
Uh-oh.
And
Karen,
the most important of these responsibilities is to destroy everyone who is beneath her. No, it's not.
so wait, Madison's gonna become Spider-Man?
She says that she's going to destroy TNT. Yes, the only legitimate women's tag team you have right now. Let's break them up. Because the two of them are going to face each other in a match, and to ensure that there is a match, she appointed herself as the guest referee. As if we hadn't already guessed that by the fact that she's wearing a referee's outfit. But before this match starts, she says the match is coming up right after the advertisers finish paying her hefty salary. We go to commercial again.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. If I'm to remember correctly, and I have the memory of a goldfish, wasn't a former women's champion who worked for this company? Didn't she used to work at some place called the Coffee House? No,
Sunglasses Hut.
Hut.
Sunglass Hut. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have hefty salaries. That's why I started
Yeah.
giggling there.
See, that's the joke. That is the joke.
Yeah. Thank you, MegaFighter, for over-explaining something.
Hey!
Appreciate
I'm not
it, sir.
Skippy.
Appreciate it.
Shut up,
So-
Jess. I'll
My
kill
house.
you.
Anyways,
I don't even want to talk about the match.
yeah.
Someone else take it.
Let's not. It wasn't
Here,
all
I'll
that great.
summarize. It starts off stupid. It's basically Tessmacher and Tara pretending to do roll-ups, or pretending to reverse roll-ups each other, to the point where it's like Madison stops counting and they're still going, like, oh, 1, 2, I've reversed it, 1, 2. It's stupid. And she finally gets them to stop being dumbasses. She probably threatens to fire him. We just don't hear it. But
Oh,
they wrestle. It's okay. I mean, it's better than
Yeah. I can never understand a thing Madison says when she's in the ring without a microphone. It all just comes out.
Oh, I just remembered my little observation about Madison Rayne. She is becoming Karen Jarrett Jr.
Ah!
She is. She's
No.
starting to look more like Karen, and she's starting to act more like Karen.
fuck you!
I am scared.
Shut your face! Don't even bring that thought into my head.
How do you think I feel? I'm the one who first realized it.
Yeah, and then you shared it with everyone. So you lose all sympathy.
Screw you.
Screw you!
No, screw you.
Oh. Don't let me catch you on the street.
Oh God.
Kick your ass.
Oh, please. Let's move on.
All right, match. The match
match
is
ends.
match.
It's
It just ends because Tara and Testmarker, they just say fuck it, and they double elbow Madison Rain, and match just ends.
Yeah, because now they don't have a referee.
And now we get to the this really bad promo with Sting and Jeff Hardy backstage. And
Oh.
basically, it's just Sting trying to put over Hardy. And Hardy's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I get another chance thanks to Sting." And it's such
He's still wearing that lovely Jeff Hardy shirt.
badly designed promo. I just was not into it.
Sting brings up the, he knows that Rude and Ray have clenched sphincters, and fuck Sting tonight, okay? Fuck him. Fuck him and his stupid gimmick and his... Excuse me.
The Jeff Hardy shirt destroyed Jess there.
Oh no.
Here's my problem with Joker Sting.
Okay.
Is that, pardon me, it's not 2 years past its relevance. It's not even a year past its relevance. It is 3 years too fucking late. Not that no one gives a shit about the Dark Knight anymore, although it's part of it.
I'm pretty sure the trailer for the third movie just came out, so...
That's
Okay.
probably
Well, here's the reason I don't have a problem with it. A lot of people don't like Eric Young because he's technically doing a brain damaged gimmick. But you know what? I have to find any enjoyment that I can. And Sting acting like a complete lunatic was pretty damn entertaining.
Was being the key word. The first time, it was just kind of like, the fuck is this? And it was kind of funny in that way. But afterwards, it was just like, okay, stop it. No, seriously. Cut it the fuck out.
Eric Young, meanwhile, continues to be consistently hilarious.
You know, this is probably the unpopular opinion on this show, but I don't really give a shit about Eric Young.
Meh.
You die! You
I mean,
die now!
it's not that I don't like him. I just don't give a shit about him. I mean, he's not like Booker T or anything. He doesn't make me want to rip my eardrums out and then followed by my eyeballs. But I just don't. Every time he comes on the screen, there's just this level of not fucking me that I don't know.
All right. Fair enough.
Whatever. What the hell's next? Oh, more Eric Young! Good timing! I can hear you grumbling under your breath, War Machine, there.
What was he doing in this again? I actually wasn't...
He's wandered into the kitchen of the restaurant they're at, and he's looking for a gift to give to ODB. Like, he's grabbing like coffee mugs, and he's grabbing plastic racks, he's grabbing plates,
relish packets, or at least I think they were relish. I could be wrong.
and what he ends up grabbing it's a plastic tray for the dishwasher, which he thinks is a European foot massager.
Nice.
And a fan because ODB is so hot she needs to cool down.
Oh, and he locks up with one of the chefs.
He locks up with another waiter.
I thought it was a chef.
It was somebody.
It doesn't matter.
Worked at the
he locks up with somebody. It's funny. So let's talk about the subtle nuances of this, because I don't actually. We get never mind the subtle nuances. Up next is we go back to the ring, and James Storm comes out, and this starts off what is actually a decent promo until it gets stupid. Well, I know it's so shocking.
Here's
for
the
TNA.
promo. He calls out Angle for being a coward and says he wants to fight. There's only two places that Storm ever hangs out: in the Impact Arena and at the local bar. And he came out like a man in front of Angle, and he's not intimidated, etc., etc., etc. And they reference Tim Tebow at some point, which I assume if I gave more of a shit about football, I'd understand what that means. But what happens is we get Kurt on the Dixietron, and he's talking to someone at a local bar about James Storm. And instantly I'm like, yes, this is the Kurt Angle we want. When he's in
a cowboy hat.
Crazy, because he's in an entire cowboy attire. He's in like this bright red shirt. He's got bullets strapped to his freaking shoulder.
I think he's carrying a toy gun.
What's he expecting to have happen?
I think he was carrying a toy gun.
Well,
He might have
that's in a separate promo.
But he he's he says, "Is this the moonshine that James Storm always drinks?" And he takes a swig of it and he goes, "Bleh," and spits
Pretty
it
sure
in
they
his.
don't serve moonshine in bars.
He, I think that's part of the joke.
Well, he
And
thinks he's in the Old West.
see
It is
that
Kurt Angle,
this,
after all.
as I said, this is the funny part.
Yeah.
And then he spits the moonshine into the face of this woman, and then he gets serious and he says he feels sorry for everybody in the bar, and he walks off. And it's like, oh, this isn't ending well.
Kurt Angle is at his best as a heel when he's being goofy and silly, like this.
When he's being a psychotic weird bastard, he's great. When he's being a psychotic weird bastard who is not funny,
When he's super serial Kurt Angle, he's not interesting.
For a second there, he got his goofiness back from Jeff Jarrett, but now it's gone again.
Somebody's spraying something.
sorry, hold on.
Okay, that stopped. Yeah, this promo was all right, but God damn it, they don't know how to use Kurt Angle properly.
They don't know how to use anyone properly.
Oh God, you're right.
No.
Ugh.
What was that?
I don't know. I just make funny noises sometimes. It's how I deal with the pain.
Anyways, let's move on because we're coming back to Kurt Angle a little later. Because we cut to Shannon Moore backstage. He's being interviewed by the mystery cameraman. He says he's not happy that he has to tag team with Anarchia tonight, and he's not happy that he has to fight a woman. That's it. That's all that happens.
And that's the promo.
And no one gave a shit about Shannon Moore ever again.
No one ever gave a shit about Shannon Moore.
I did.
Well, then aren't you Mr. Fucking Special?
Goddamn right I am. Okay. We get another commercial. So many goddamn commercials.
It's like your Berserk button now, isn't it, Backlash?
I can manage. When I break, you'll know it. We come back
We'll
and
start shouting something about space.
we get a very obnoxious promo with Bully Ray and Bobby Roode. And I didn't even listen to them because Bully Ray's gimmick is getting on my nerves. I'm over it.
I was over Bully Ray when he became Bully Ray. In fact, I was over Bully Ray way before he became Bully Ray. Now that I come to think of it, I've never particularly cared for him, even when he was in the WWE. I always liked Devon more. And now that he's getting prominent spotlight over Devon, it's just it's no bueno. I got to be honest. It is
I'm
definitely
pretty sure
It's anti-bueno.
they're probably going to gear up for a future Bully Ray World Heavyweight title run. Like if anyone is going to be able to beat Jeff Hardy,
Jesus,
which
no.
with how high Hogan is on Hardy right now, it would be a fucking lot. It's going to be Bully Ray. And the belt is just going to ping pong off those two. They're going to try and do their own John Cena Randy Orton feud, aren't they?
With who?
Jeff Hardy and Bully Ray, apparently.
Oh, ew.
No.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
very much no. Do not want, in fact.
Well, too bad. This is Impact.
Yeah, they don't give a shit what we want.
This is Impact, bitch.
If I could kick someone down a hole right now, which I feel like doing.
I think that's a natural reaction to watching Impact, though. So Rude, there's some Rude, and let's just skip to the next match because the next match is
It's actually pretty damn interesting because it's the next in the wild card tournament match. Shannon Moore and Anarchy. Why the hell are these two teaming? Against Eric Young and ODB. You've got nothing, do you? I hear you trying to talk, but you got nothing.
Just Eric Young and ODB win.
Yeah, pretty much. And Eric Young locks up with Sarita and Rosita. There. I think we've pretty much covered our bases.
Oh, and the match is won with a kick to the balls from
Yeah.
ODB.
Yeah, that's another thing. This match was won in quite possibly the cheapest way I've ever seen someone win a match.
On Impact.
Yeah. I mean, good lord, you want to talk about getting robbed of a main event of a match? You just got whacked in the pecker, and then 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's simple; it gets the job done. But I mean, how do you? What do you? I don't.
Well, there's very little they could have actually done with ODB because Spike TV has that whole policy that you can't show men beating up women on their network.
Then why the fuck did they book her into a tag team?
The same reason they booked Daphne to go through a table.
Ugh.
And we
Shock
all know what
value?
happened there.
Shock value and lack of what's the antithesis of foresight?
Hindsight?
Hindsight. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We're not rambling enough. Damn it. What the hell?
Nobody wants to talk about this Impact.
Yeah, no. Like, why did I say this Impact was good?
You said it was entertaining. You didn't
Yeah,
say
it
was
was entertaining. Like there was a lot of stuff that made me laugh. Like some of the this match, it was kind of amusing just because I like Eric Young.
It was
good.
funny. It was
Oh yeah, that's right. Eric
Eric
Young took
Young's
off his
being
pants
goofy.
again.
Yeah, Eric Young always takes off his damn pants.
It's his power limiters.
Whoa,
Those are
whoa,
power
whoa,
limiters.
whoa, whoa. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I've let it go. I heard something about someone taking off their pants, and I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Most
So
likely.
Eric Young and ODB win, and we go to commercial again, and we come back, and Matt Morgan and Crimson are backstage talking about what their thoughts are on the tag team tournament thus far, and they're saying that some great teams have really gone on, but Crimson's like, well, I don't know why they'd want to. We're gonna destroy them. It's like, yeah, we're gonna destroy them. Yuck, 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 yuck.
I never realized that they talk like that.
They do now. Shut up. So we,
They pretty much
Fudge!
they mercifully end that to go back to cut back to Kurt, and he's in a bar and he's starting a fight with some of the patrons, and he he pulls out a little prop gun and he whacks somebody in the head with it, and then he starts going Shawn Michaels on him.
This was stupid because
Oh, it was
what
very
what
stupid.
happens is he lines up like 4 guys against the wall and says, "Stand right there. I'm gonna super kick you." Why don't they move?
I
To be
think the
fair,
implication was they were already got the shit kicked out of them, so they couldn't really do much to defend themselves.
they weren't thinking that's supposed to be the. I think that's supposed to be the theory. Still, I mean, on the one hand, it's nice being reminded of Shawn Michaels randomly super kicking Stan, because
I just
Stan
kicked
deserved.
Stan.
Yeah, exactly. But
Hmm.
at the same time, it didn't work in overall.
I mean, the Shawn Michaels thing that was meant to be random and controversial, as Shawn had intended. Here, it's just, what's the point? Why are you doing this, Kurt Angle? What does this get you?
Well, he's trying to get in James Storm's head, but it it's just not very good storytelling. I mean, we don't really have much of a reason to care for any of these people.
But
Because uh, I had a smart ass comeback, but my lack of not fuck towards these people, I lost it. I mean, fuck it. Let's move on.
okay, so we finally get to the main event, and I don't think any of us pointed this out, but apparently, way back, they announced that this is a tag team street fight. So
I don't remember that being mentioned.
I
I mean, I
they
think it was
mentioned.
mentioned in promos, but they never mentioned that on the air.
I think they actually. I think it was one of the announcers mentioned it, but it was such a brief mention that didn't remember it either until they announced that it was until the match itself.
Well, let me put it this way: this match sucked.
Oh God,
And it
and
was
the
also
way
the
they
longest match of the night.
and the way it
Go
and the
figure.
way it was shown on TV was just so obnoxious.
The 70% of the match was shown in split screen.
And it was like the most annoying split screen ever. It was just God.
So, Bully Ray and Bobby Roode versus
And
Jeff Hardy and Sting.
and
And
as for the match itself, it's just your standard hardcore match. They're hitting each other with kendo sticks, they're hitting each other with trash cans, they're hitting each other with chairs. It goes nowhere. Oh, I don't even care.
We went from having fun with this show to apathy.
I know there's just like nothing interesting about this show tonight, aside from Eric Young. I don't care what War Machine says.
No one cares what War Machine says.
Oh yes, he's irrelevant. But this match, it's just. I've got nothing. We need like somebody to come in here and ramble nonsensically. Like we need Deafus or Ironbite or somebody.
I know what we can do.
Oh, I almost forgot. We need to mention something. The direct auto commercials. Me and Jess noticed something is that Crimson gets speared.
It's Matt Morgan. It's Matt Morgan.
Yeah, it had Matt Morgan. I thought it was Crimson in the commercials.
No, it's Matt Morgan.
Okay, one of them gets speared in the commercials, and it's supposed to lead into Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I don't see Jeff Jarrett being able to spear Matt Morgan or Crimson off their feet in the way that they go down. Just not at all.
And we don't. And I watched when I saw the commercial again. I did not see any indication it was Jarrett when the guy got speared.
Did I just bashed my elbow. Did Rhino retire or did he just leave the company?
He got
I think
fired, didn't he?
he got released.
He got released? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's working indies, but I don't even watch those direct auto commercials. What the hell were you guys doing paying attention to one of them?
Boredom.
Boredom?
Trying to get our minds off of anything.
Yeah.
You're trying to fight boredom by watching a direct auto commercial featuring the stars of Impact Wrestling.
In a battle royal, which
Think
I
about
probably
that
would have
statement.
enjoyed more than anything this show had. It's the hell out of battle royal.
So, yeah, this match not very good.
You know,
Sucked. So,
Merry fucking Christmas.
Impact was
I
such
almost forgot
a
there was a table
fucking
bump.
show.
Bobby Roode got put through a table. That's it. That's
Yeah,
how
he did.
that's how the show-
Obligatory I am the table reference here.
No. But
The
weird.
pay-per-view ended. That joke is dead now.
But what's weird to me is that he didn't take a swanton through the table. Which I guess has to do with Jeff Hardy's compounding back issues. But then why is he being used so much?
Because
Hulk Hogan can do it with like 5 rods up his ass. Why can't Jeff Hardy?
I like my answer better. Because he's stupid.
Well, it's his own damn fault he's even got back problems because in his first match back, he completely fucked up the Swanton Bomb. I think he makes it worse having that damn cage match at fucking Final Resolution. I forgot what the pay-per-view was called.
Your brains are
He gets
melting.
bump off the top of the cage, which he didn't
The only
need to
other
do.
thing, the only thing I really remember from this match was Sting and Jeff Hardy doing the over the top. They both went over the top rope to jump out to.
It's okay. We're all there too.
Yeah, they did some sort of suicide dive, I believe.
Yeah, they basically this suicide dived on.
I'll hand it to Sting. The fact that he can do a suicide dive at his age.
And he got
Oh,
up is like he got up and didn't look like he was like, oh God, I'm in the worst pain of my life.
Yeah, Sting's actually relatively healthy for his age.
Yeah.
In terms of wrestling.
I know like 60-year-old guys who look like half the age that Sting does. It's not uncommon.
I know, but
And on the other,
speaking
and
as
then
a
on the other
wrestler,
side of that argument, look at Kid Cash.
Good point.
So, yeah, Rude goes through a table. Hardy and Sting win. And that's the show.
Um, yeah.
You guys are out of it, aren't
Fuck
you?
it. Impact was boring as shit, and yeah.
So is this show.
Mhm.
So
I thought you said this show was supposed to be entertaining.
we lied.
That was
I-
For
backlash.
parts
I
of
am not entertained.
I don't know. I'm going to sum it up to Holiday Cheer, which got me through Impact the other night. And now it's all gone thanks to me thinking about that. Oh,
Holiday
put me on
Cheer?
this show. Why do you people hate Christmas?
This like last week was a step perpendicular to the right direction for them. This was 3 steps backwards.
Yes, 3
Into
steps
a pit
backwards into a pile of medical waste.
of bees.
If you just say one thing,
Oh.
you remember those Karen Jarrett and Jeff Jarrett segments last week that were with Sting?
I
Yeah.
missed those.
Yeah,
I feel dirty.
Russo actually wrote those.
I'm sorry. Russo wrote something actually entertaining.
Those segments weren't fucking entertaining.
Well, stop clock is right twice a day.
World is over.
No, I
Love it so.
All right.
I think
Anyways,
2012 is coming early.
let's bring it home because I think we're all just kind of falling into a state of not giving a shit. And before we do that, let's have a
almost
nice
Christmas. I just want
holiday
presents.
edition of what gets more screen time than Jay Lethal.
I'll go first.
All right.
This delicious pepperoni pan pizza I got from Pizza Hut gets more screen time than Jay Lethal.
um,
Kazarian got more screen time than Jay Lethal.
the Jeff Hardy. Oh, sorry.
okay. I'm gonna say whatever the hell Eric Young and ODB were eating got more screen time than Jay Lethal.
The Jeff Hardy T-shirt got more screen time than Jay Lethal.
And of course, my ass gets more screen time than Jay Lethal. That will do it for the dark match. We'd all like to wish you a happy holidays from everyone here. There probably will not be a WWE show tomorrow night because getting everyone together on Christmas Eve to talk about the WWE, that's cruel and unusual punishment. So,
Even if WWE was good this week.
yes, that's what we'll say. For everyone here, I'm Backlash.
I'm
Make
no
it better.
leaf. I'm No Leaf Clover, and I'm the artist formerly known as The Table.
I'm MegaFighter free and get off my show, No Leaf.
I'm Lone Warrior, and it's not your goddamn show, Skippy.
Don't you dare call me that, Jess. I'll kill you.
And
Skippy.
I'm Mr. War Machine, and fuck you, Mega Fighter. Good night, good luck, go the fuck home.
I'll kill you too.